A glass was pressed into her hand. "Thank you, my lord," she murmured. He resumed sitting on his desk, and she wondered if it was her fanciful imagination that there was a disquieting anticipation in the gaze that settled on her. She took a sip of her drink, coughing slightly at the burn that warmed her insides. How had she not realized she was so cold? "Now, tell me why you would risk the little that is left of your reputation to come here, my lady." She strolled over to the sofa which invited repose and sat. Fanny met his regard steadily. "My brother believes I should marry right away and retreat to the country until the scandal surrounding my name has died down. He has found a man willing to marry me despite the stain on my name. The Earl of Wyndham, and he's a gentleman of rank and fortune, with an estimable bloodline and reputation." She stared in fascination at the white-knuckled grip he had on his glass. It was a wonder it did not shatter. "So you are once again engaged?" "I've refused," she said softly. A breathless silence blanketed the library. Then he cleared his throat. "Why?" "I want the man I marry, the man I will spend the rest of my life with, to be my choice." That need had become a hollow, painful ache. "The man my brother selected is very kind and charming, and while I quite like him, he is old enough to be my father and already has 6 children." "I see. And how has this awareness led you to me at this hour?" The predatory hunger that emanated from him made her unaccountably expectant. Except for what, she was undecided. "While I am fond of Lord Wyndham, I dare say he will not make me a good husband. He has one foot in the grave, and I am certain the only reason he wants to marry me is so that I can be there for his brood of children. While I desire children of my own, I think it may be best if I start out with 1 and not 6. My brother cannot seem to understand this, and is planning a wedding without a care for my feelings." Her voice cracked, and she waited for a few beats to gather her composure. The quarrels she had been having with her brother had been making her life miserable. He had the gall to blame her for the distance between himself and Darcy. And most dreadful of all, she could not help feeling her brother wanted to be rid of her. Fighting back another wave of sadness, she continued, "I am certain he expects me to obediently fall into line because he knows my heart's desires, you see. And he is cruelly playing on my fears." Lord Shaw had not moved, but his intensity increased. "And what is your heart's desire?" "Once it had been for a grand love." "You no longer desire this?"